My child, listen and be still, for I speak now not to the many, but to the rare few whose eyes have been opened, whose ears have been tuned to my voice. I speak not into the crowd, for they walk in distraction. I speak not into the noise, for the world is drunk with its own delusion. I speak into silence, into hunger, into thirst, into the soul that has been waiting. Only a rare few will see this. Only a rare few will feel the trembling of my hand upon their lives. This message is not given to those who seek popularity or chase after signs and wonders. It is given to the quiet ones, the rejected ones, the misunderstood, the broken, the surrendered. You who have been watching, waiting, weeping, I see you. I have not hidden my face from you. You have walked in the shadows, but the shadows could not overcome the fire I placed within you. They mock you because they do not understand. They pass by you because they cannot see what I have placed on you. For my ways are not revealed to those who love the world, but to those who have let go of it. Only a rare few will see what I am doing, for only a rare few have turned away from themselves long enough to gaze upon me. Many read my words but do not hear my voice. Many speak my name but do not know my presence. Many use my truth but do not live by it. But you, I have drawn you apart. I have let you suffer, not to destroy you, but to prepare your sight. Pain has been your teacher, silence has been your classroom, loneliness has been your refining fire. In this place you were not forgotten, you were chosen, you were hidden, not rejected, you were stripped, not abandoned, you were broken, not destroyed, because only in that brokenness could you be emptied of the world long enough to carry what is holy. You are not crazy, you are not lost, you are not behind, you are exactly where I wanted you to be. And now I am stirring you awake. I am opening your eyes. I am placing in your spirit a sound the world cannot hear. You will move when I say move. You will speak what I tell you to speak, and you will see what others miss, not because you are better, but because you are mine. And those who are mine, I train in secret. I speak to in the dark. I strengthen in the wilderness. Do not expect many to understand. They won't. Do not expect them to celebrate you. They won't. Do not seek validation, for I have already approved you. What I am doing through you is for my glory, not your comfort. You are not being elevated, you are being aligned. You are not being promoted, you are being positioned. This moment is sacred. Few will notice it, fewer will believe it. But you, if you see it, respond. If you hear me, obey. If you feel the stirring, move. For I am doing something new, and only a rare few will see it. Let the others sleep. You must rise. Let the others laugh. You must weep. Let the others build their kingdoms. You must carry the cross. Because while the many play with time, the rare few are being prepared for eternity. And to the one who sees this, I have already placed my seal upon your soul. Many have eyes, yet remain blind to divine truth. They walk with perfect vision in the flesh, yet stumble in the spirit. They speak of clarity, but their hearts are veiled. They read the scriptures but miss the author. They hear the words of prophets and teachers, but their ears are dull from the noise of the world. My truth is not hidden from them by force. It is hidden by their choice. For I have revealed myself through creation, through conscience, through my word, through my spirit. I have poured out signs upon signs, but they do not perceive them, because their eyes are turned inward and their hearts are turned cold. Blindness is not always darkness. Sometimes it is light misused. The world teaches men to trust what they see, but I speak of the unseen. The world says, look at what is in front of you, but I say, seek what is above you. The blind man can see the shape of a mountain but miss the glory resting upon it. The blind woman can see the pages of my word but miss the voice that breathes between every line. I am not hidden from the willing, I am hidden from the proud. I resist the wise in their own eyes, but I give sight to the humble, to the meek, to the poor in spirit. It is not education that opens the soul to me, it is surrender. There are those who attend every temple, wear every symbol, memorize every holy word, and yet they walk past me. They do not know my presence when I stand before them. They ask for proof, but I already gave them the cross. They ask for signs, but I already tore the veil. They ask for miracles, but I already conquered death. What more will open their eyes? What more will make them see? Their blindness is not of the eyes, but of the heart, and until their hearts are broken, their eyes will remain closed. The enemy blinds through pride, through comfort, through distraction. He wraps the eyes of many with the cloth of pleasure and success. He tells them they already see clearly, that there is no need for more. He gives them mirrors so they stare at themselves and never look for me. He whispers in their ears, "You are enough," until they stop seeking the one who is everything. The greatest deception is not that I do not exist, but that they believe they already know me when they do not. That is the blindness that terrifies even the heavens, the blindness that thinks it sees. But to those who cry out, "Open my eyes, Lord," I respond. To those who confess their blindness, I give sight. To those who fall before me in need, I lift their faces to behold my glory. I reveal myself to children, to the overlooked, to the broken, to the ones the world deems foolish. I open the eyes of the one who has been cast aside. I give light to the one who sits alone in darkness. I restore vision to the soul that has been made empty enough to receive me. They will see what others miss, not because they are special, but because they are surrendered. This is why many gather and few are changed. This is why many speak my name, but only a remnant knows my voice. Because it is possible to see everything and still miss me. It is possible to be surrounded by revelation and still be blind to truth. But I am calling the blind to see. I am touching eyes that were shut by religion, by trauma, by fear. I am saying, "Come to me, and I will give you sight," not just to see what is happening, but to see who I am. For to see me is to be changed forever. And to those who realize they cannot see, I am already near, waiting to show you everything. The world has drowned in noise, but I whisper to those who are still. The earth trembles with the weight of countless voices, shouting, arguing, boasting, promoting. Every hour is flooded with opinions, with distractions, with endless streams of sound that promise truth but deliver confusion. People chase after volume, thinking the loudest is the most true. They follow fame, thinking it is favor. They surround themselves with voices that flatter, entertain, or numb their hearts. But I do not dwell in the noise. I do not shout to compete with chaos. I do not strive to be heard above the madness. I whisper. My whisper is not weak. It is holy. It is sacred. It is deliberate. It is for those who quiet themselves long enough to notice me. The world teaches restlessness. The world rewards the busy, the anxious, the overoccupied. It tells you that stillness is laziness, that silence is unproductive. But I tell you the opposite. It is in the stillness that I speak. It is in the quiet that I move. It is in the secret place where my voice becomes undeniable. I am not in the earthquake, nor in the fire, nor in the wind. I am in the gentle whisper, the sound that requires your full attention and absolute surrender. My child, I am not hiding from you. I am waiting for you to stop running from thought to thought, place to place, from fear to fear. I am waiting for you to set down your burdens and sit in the stillness of my presence. The ones who truly hear me are not always the ones who talk the most, who sing the loudest, or who stand before crowds. The ones who truly hear me are often the ones who sit in the shadows, weeping in prayer, trembling in worship, silent before my glory. They do not need a stage to hear me. They do not need noise to feel me. They know my whisper because they've turned down the world's volume. The noise is not just outside, it lives inside many hearts. It's the noise of unresolved pain, of unspoken fear, of unanswered questions. It's the noise of guilt, shame, regret, pride, bitterness. These are louder than the streets. These are the echoes that bounce through the soul, drowning out my still small voice. And yet, I wait. I whisper even now. I am the voice that gently says, "Come to me." I am the voice that calls in the night when you're tired of pretending, tired of striving, tired of performing. I am the voice that cuts through the confusion, not by volume, but by truth. You must learn to come away. You must learn to withdraw. You must learn to be still, not just with your body, but with your soul. Set aside the noise. Turn your face away from the screen, from the crowd, from the demands. Come to me with no agenda, no performance, no pretense. Sit before me and simply be. That is where my whisper will come to you. That is where I will remind you who you are. That is where I will speak things no man could tell you. The whisper is not for those in a hurry. The whisper is for those who hunger. The ones who hear my whisper are the ones I trust with my secrets. I do not reveal my heart to those who rush past me. I do not speak deeply to those who only come for convenience. But to the still, I reveal mysteries. To the silent, I offer wisdom. To the surrendered, I give instruction that changes generations. You do not need to scream to reach me. You only need to be still and let your spirit say, "Speak, Lord, I'm listening." In that moment, I will answer. In that moment, you will hear what millions miss. And to the one who silences the world to hear me, I will fill your silence with my glory. The ones who see carry a burden and a calling. To see what I reveal is not simply a gift, it is a weight. It is not given to entertain, to impress, or to elevate the one who sees. It is given with responsibility. For to see what others cannot is to walk where others will not. It is to feel what others ignore. It is to cry when others laugh, to tremble while others dance, to weep over what the world celebrates. I do not open eyes just to give knowledge. I open eyes so that hearts may carry my burden. When I allow a soul to see through my eyes, that soul is never the same. It is marked. It becomes restless in a sleeping world. It becomes uncomfortable in empty religion. It begins to discern the difference between what is holy and what is hollow. The one who sees will begin to ache. Ache for the lost. Ache for my presence. Ache for righteousness to reign on the earth. It is a sacred ache, one that is often misunderstood, even by those closest to them. The ones who carry this calling are often rejected, not because they are wrong, but because what they carry confronts the blindness of others. The world calls them strange. The church often calls them too intense. Friends say they've changed, but I say they have been awakened. I placed a fire within them that cannot be extinguished. I entrusted them with vision that must be protected. They cannot go back to sleep, because once you've seen, you cannot unsee. Once you've tasted the real, the counterfeit becomes unbearable. So they walk with a weight, not of depression, but of holy concern, not of despair, but of deep urgency, not of pride, but of hidden responsibility. Many ask me to show them great things, but few are ready for what comes with it. To see my heart is to feel my pain. To see the state of the world through my eyes is to feel the grief I carry for every soul. It is to look into the eyes of the proud and feel sorrow, not anger. It is to see the bondage behind the smiles. It is to hear the cry beneath the laughter. The one who sees cannot look away. They cannot pretend anymore. They cannot be casual about eternity, because the vision has consumed them. I give this calling to those who have been broken, refined, tested in the fire. I do not give my burden to those who seek platforms. I give it to those who have wept in secret, those who have said yes when it cost them everything, those who were willing to be misunderstood by man to be known by me. The burden will press them, but it will not crush them. It will keep them awake, but I will be their strength. It will isolate them, but I will be their companion. It will test their endurance, but I will reward their obedience. For every soul that sees and obeys, I pour out favor that no man can touch. The one who carries this burden does not walk alone. Heaven watches them. Angels guard them. My spirit surrounds them. And though they may seem small in the eyes of the world, they are mighty in my kingdom. I whisper to them in the night. I guide them in the unseen. I trust them with my secrets because they have proven themselves faithful in silence. They are not many, but they are mine. And to the one who carries my burden, I will carry you. My signs are everywhere, but only those with purified hearts will perceive them. I have never stopped speaking, never stopped moving, never stopped revealing myself. I have written my truth into creation, into the rising of the sun and the setting of the same. I have carved my voice into the wind, placed my fingerprints in the rain, set my presence in the stillness between heartbeats. Every tree, every river, every storm testifies of me. The heavens declare my glory, the earth groans with longing, and yet so many walk past my signs as though they are nothing. Not because the signs are hidden, but because their hearts are clouded. To see me clearly, the heart must be clean. Not perfect, but surrendered. Not stainless, but yielded. I do not reveal myself to those who cling to pride, to ego, to bitterness, to impurity. I do not show my ways to the ones who hold on to idols while asking for my presence. My signs are not for entertainment, they are for transformation. They are not magic tricks to be admired from afar. They are divine invitations, holy echoes calling the soul to awaken, to repent, to draw near. And only the pure in heart shall see God. That is not poetry, it is law. There are those who ask, "Where is God? Why can I not feel him?" But I ask in return, has your heart been made ready to receive? Have you cleansed the altar of your soul? Have you shut the door on sin, on bitterness, on idols? For I am near to the brokenhearted, but far from the arrogant. My signs are not buried, they are bold. But only a purified heart can understand their language. What the world calls coincidence, my children know as confirmation. What the world ignores as silence, the surrendered recognize as a whisper from eternity. When a heart is pure, even the smallest moment becomes sacred. A bird's song becomes a reminder of my care. A stranger's word becomes a divine message. A delayed journey becomes protection. Nothing is random to the eyes that have been washed clean. But to the impure, even my miracles seem like myths. Even my word feels like fiction, because a polluted heart will twist my truth to serve its desires. It will demand signs, but mock them when they come. It will ask for revelation, but refuse repentance. That is why many look, but do not see. Hear, but do not understand. I am not limited by distance. I am limited by hearts that refuse to yield. When your heart is cluttered with the things of this world, my voice becomes hard to discern. But when you purify yourself before me, I begin to pour out more than you can contain. My signs begin to multiply. My voice becomes clearer. My leading becomes constant. You begin to see with eternal eyes, to recognize my hand in places you once thought were barren. You begin to understand that I was never far. You were just distracted. Purity is not about perfection. It is about position. It is the posture of the heart that says, "Search me, O God, and know me." It is the life that refuses to make peace with sin. It is the soul that says, "Create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me." When I see that cry, I draw near. When I hear that hunger, I answer. And when I come, my signs follow. You will not have to chase wonders. They will follow you. You will not have to beg for proof. I will flood you with my presence. And to the heart that dares to be pure, I will show myself as I truly am. The door is narrow, the path hidden, and the time is now. I have never promised that the way would be wide. I have never said the path would be clear to all. I told you long ago that the gate is small and few find it. This is not because I desire to hide it, but because many are not willing to search. Many want the reward without the sacrifice, the crown without the cross, the blessing without the burden. They wait for a sign, not realizing the door has already been opened before them, but it is narrow, and it will not widen to fit what they refuse to leave behind. The world has built wide roads, roads filled with comfort, entertainment, compromise, and self-worship. These roads are easy to walk. They are filled with crowds, but their end is emptiness. Their destination is death. They look bright, but they lead to shadows. The path I offer requires turning aside. It requires leaving behind the familiar, the popular, the convenient. It requires saying no to self and yes to me, not once, but daily. My way is not hidden from the desperate, but it is invisible to the proud. I hide my path not because I am cruel, but because it is holy. It cannot be trampled by the casual. It cannot be walked by those who merely want to use me or add me to their lives without surrender. The path I lay out is found by those who kneel first. It is discovered by those who are willing to say, "Not my will, but yours be done." It is a path of obedience, even when it costs you everything. It is a path of trust, even when you cannot see the next step. It is walked in faith, lit by my presence, guided by my word, and confirmed by peace that the world cannot understand. There is no map for this road, only my voice. There is no crowd here, only the faithful. There is no applause, only my approval. You must learn to walk in the unseen, to live by my whisper, to take each step with trembling and reverence. The ones who walk this narrow path often feel alone, but they are never abandoned. I walk with them. I carry them. I speak to them in ways no one else can hear. The world may never recognize them, but heaven celebrates every step they take. For they are walking not just for now, but for eternity. And the time is now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when it's convenient. Now. The call is not coming, it has already been given. The trumpet is not about to sound, it is sounding. My spirit is moving. My angels are aligning. My remnant is being awakened. The door is open, but it will not remain open forever. There is a window of mercy, a season of grace, but the clock is moving. Those who delay, who play, who put off surrender for another day, will one day wake to find that the invitation has passed. This is not fear, it is truth. I have given you time, I have whispered, I have warned, I have waited. There is a cost to walking this path, yes, but there is a greater cost to missing it. For what will a man gain if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? What comfort is worth the loss of eternity? What praise is worth the silence of my presence? What distraction is worth the deafness to my voice? If you hear me now, do not harden your heart. Do not walk away from the narrow gate again. The time is now, and those who say yes now will never regret it. And to the one who dares to enter, I will lead you all the way home.